All right, so it's time to say farewell. And what were you just saying? You what me?
I don't even recall. Tell me.
No, you said you envy me or
I
something.
envy you. I envy you.
You envy me. Why the hell do you envy me?
Here-
Because I've got a new pickup truck?
No, because you're off gallivanting all across the United States, meeting all these interesting people,
Gallivanting.
gallivanting, and
That's a 50-cent word.
seeing all these great places.
You ever
Okay.
hear that expression, 50-cent word?
No, no,
No?
no.
My dad used to say that. When I would say a word like gallivanting or something, like a
Huh?
fancy, smancy word, my dad would say, oh, that's a 50-cent word.
Well, your dad is a generation or two ahead of me.
I know. But anyway, no, like I was telling people the other day, where they say, where people often see somebody else's life and they envy
Oh,
them
true
or what
statement.
have you. Oftentimes when you look on the other side of the fence, that they say the grass is
A
greener on
true
the other side of
statement.
the fence, right?
True. Most men that are married think of that at about 7 years. Okay, and then they come to the realization when they make that mistake, it is not greener.
Yeah, it's artificial turf.
True statement.
Usually it's artificial turf, right?
For all your viewers out there, my wife and I have been married 40 years. We're total polar opposites,
Uh-huh.
but she's a lovely lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what words of wisdom do you have to say to Harry out there in Ireland, where I just read you the email?
Harry, you haven't lived in this country. Yes, I am
Bleeding heart, left wing liberal.
well, again, whatever that means. Again, I've never heard the right say what that means. If you mean I want good schools, I want kids that have jobs, I want fair and equal opportunity, I want capitalism that works for everybody, then I'm a bleeding heart liberal. Because in this country, as I said yesterday, you got too many inequalities. And why do we lead the world in everything negative? Everything negative America leads the world in.
Now, what about Harry was saying that the Trump supporters,
The Trump supporters are.
people were calling them fascists, but the people that were calling them that are the ones that are out breaking windows in
That,
shops
well,
and rioting
Harry,
and doing all that kind of stuff.
that is a crock, okay? And if you don't,
Not if you go up to Portland.
in certain locales, okay, in certain locales, but hey, look at the intelligence and the education level of all your left wings. We are all at the upper echelon versus what Hillary called the people the trash at the bottom, something like that she said.
Uh-huh.
So and that wasn't an appropriate statement. But I'm not a right wing gun carrying wacko.
Well, okay. I'm not going to go down that path. But
No.
anyway, what's the one thing takeaway, Joe, for me on this thing. I believe, I truly believe, with age comes experience. Experience comes wisdom. Wisdom comes, age comes experience. With experience comes knowledge. With knowledge comes wisdom.
Uh-huh.
Right? And you got a few years on me, and you're a pretty wise guy.
I've
Right?
I've seen things. I mean, when I was a young boy, I was walking around downtown Bangkok, and little boys were grabbing my finger and asking, bot sir," and that
But
was from all the Americans that impregnated
but
GI women over there, and the young kids were left. So
but But I'm sorry to interrupt, but what my point being was that you've got 14 years on me,
correct.
and you've done pretty well by yourself.
My number one goal in life was never to make a lot of money. When I started as a stockbroker, my goal was to help people.
Yeah.
And I never made that much money. What I did is save and invest wisely, and that's what most people don't do. And that's why, you can see in my yard here, I have a RV and a little Honda. I could go out and buy a brand new BMW, but why?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, when I laid out my situation to you, you said I'm doing okay.
You're doing fantastic.
You said I'm doing all
You are doing better than 90% of them. I reviewed his financial statements. I said there wasn't much I could do. He's on the only problem with his statement. He's on autopilot, and I did make a recommendation that this young man get health insurance because that's his number one risk.
Now, what do you? Yeah, absolutely. What do you think I should run out there and grab myself a wife? What do you think? Should I?
I'm not going to tell you to do
Should I
that.
go out there and find myself a
Uh,
wife, Joe?
At your stage in life, I would say it's probably not advisable.
All right.
For
Anyway,
for that woman, beware.
for that woman, beware. What the hell are
Beware.
you talking about?
Hey, It's very hard to change an old guy's ways.
Oh, goodness. But
My-
my ways
my-
are good ways.
I don't know all of them.
All right. Anyway, see you